Hello everybody, welcome back to Star Racing Collects, where today we are going to do a VR for Eddy's Cardboard Chaos. Dad, would you like to take over? Also, AJ's here. AJ, say hi.
What's up, dude?
That's not hi.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Wasabi, bro.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Shaw's Crazy House of Craziness.
We're not that crazy.
Crazy. So today we're doing a VR for Eddy's Cardboard Chaos.
Crazy, crazy for you.
Are you gonna be alright?
I think
Are
he's
you
trying to
gonna be
say
alright?
crazy by,
Well, he's not doing a very good job.
I don't think so.
Anyway. Oh, hold on. See, you can't even freaking do it. So, we are doing a VR for Eddy. Trying to remember what it is. Oh, it's for the Eddy Gives Back's 2021 giveaway. So there was 3 different prizes. You could either do the one where you just write a thing in the comments, or you could do a VR. So we decided we were going to do VR. And what it was you have to do. It's an inspirational somebody that's overcome something. Shut the door, please. So I chose.
My dad chose 2 and I chose 1.
Well, I chose 2 because they both go together in the same thing. So, go ahead.
Do you want me to put them both in? Or just 1?
No, I'll put them both in.
Okay.
So for anybody that knows, whoops, you're in the light, so you can't. That's better. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. Okay. So anybody that knows anything about NASCAR, the one on the left is Michael Waltrip. The one on the right is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Little history of both. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s father was Dale Sr. Dale Sr. was one of the greatest drivers of all time. Probably top 3 anyway. I don't care whose list you're on, he's in the top 3. Dale Jr. was the son. Michael was, is the younger brother of Darrell Waltrip. Michael came into the scene and he had one of the longest streaks of not winning a race. He won 1 race when he was driving for the Wood Brothers, but it was a non-points race, so it didn't count. So coming into the 2001 season, Dale Earnhardt Sr. Made up his own team, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, and hired Michael, Dale Jr., and Steve Park to drive for him. Well, in the very first race, the Daytona 500, it was a good race. There were a few things happened. Steve Park got in an accident halfway through the race, but coming down to the final laps, Michael was leading, Dale Jr. was in second, and Dale Sr. was in third. Coming around the last corner of the last lap, Dale Sr. was blocking for the other 2 and hit the wall in a really big accident. And Michael won his very first race with Dale Jr. coming in second. So as it went on, if you go back and actually watch the finish of the race, it's quite entertaining because Michael's brother Darrell, it was his very first race. He commentated for Fox. And he called the race, and he was very, very happy that Michael won, and then kept saying, I hope Dale's okay, I hope Dale's okay. Long story short, what should have been the happiest day of Michael's life for his first ever win, let alone being the Daytona 500, his friend and boss, Dale Sr., died in that race in that wreck coming out of turn 4. So Michael finally heard the news when he was in victory lane, and Dale Jr. was actually in victory lane with him and then ran to go and see his father, who passed away at the hospital. Now, the overcome part was they kept racing the season. They kept the team together and whatnot and kept going. And when they came back in July to the exact same racetrack, Daytona, in July for the, I think it was a Firecracker 400, or I can't remember what it was back, Coca-Cola 400. Anyway, it ended up that Dale Jr. won the race with Michael in second place. And they did a celebration in the infield. They parked side by side and gave each other a big hug. And all their team come out. And it was really, really awesome to see the two of them overcome what had happened for the rest through the whole year. So actually, Michael's story of it, they made a movie of it called Blink of an Eye. I own it. I couldn't actually. I got it. Just finally bought it from Amazon. We don't have it yet. Otherwise, it would have been in the background as well. But yeah. So that is my overcome story. And JR seems to want to do one here too. So.
Okay. So. Alright, so my overcoming story is of my father, because how long has it been now? 6, 7 years?
For what? Since I've had my thing?
Since you've gone blind.
It has been, I think we're over almost 12 now.
Yeah. Okay, so 12 years ago, my dad was a race car driver, if you couldn't tell.
Don't know if I'd really say I was a race car driver.
You
drove my father's race car.
You drove a car left
Yes.
multiple times.
Yes.
And one day, while he was working at Walmart, he had a stroke,
Correct.
and he lost his sight soon after that.
If I blink, I can see for half a second, and then everything goes blurry. As long as I keep blinking, I can see fine, but unfortunately, you can't go through light blinking.
And so, my dad, he fell into a very deep depression once he lost it, because he could no longer drive a car, period.
He could no longer do anything that he loved.
Yeah, he could no longer see anything for that long.
It's a pretty big change when you go from all to nothing, and the racing is the one thing I miss the most. And driving a regular car is probably the second thing I miss the most, or vice versa.
And so, what actually snapped him out of it was what we were originally collecting before I started collecting cards. We started collecting movies.
Well, that's the reason we did that. Was it's a lot easier for me to see a movie than trying to look it up on Amazon or something like that with all the different colors and stuff, because I can see if it's black and white, I can see okay, but if you add colors in there, I don't see so good.
Yeah, so that actually snapped you out of it. Then
a little bit. No, you guys snapped me out of it with cards.
To put the icing on the cake, I said, "Hey, Dad, we should join our collection together," and this is where we are now.
And now we've been on YouTube for almost a year. You guys in the card community have helped me out a lot, get out of my depression and stuff. I finally realized that it ain't going to get better. Nobody can figure out what to do, so I'm stuck with it. No use feeling sorry for myself. Get on with it. But that was the boys. They wanted to do that for their overcome thing, so you got a 2-for-1, Eddie. Thank you very much for doing the contest. Everybody, please go check out Eddie's cardboard. See, that's what happens when you try to read. Eddie's Cardboard Chaos. He's got 539 subs.
He should have
great channel.
You should have 540. So if you're not subscribed to him, go do it.
541.
That's too
we
hard.
We might get him all the way up to 540. Hey, your phone went off.
It's not yours.
Oh, my phone went off. Anyway, go sub him up. He does a lot of TTMs. He does a lot of openings. He has some really great stories. A lot of his stuff is vintage. But go check him out and tell him who sent him. Who are we saying sent him?
Dead Dale Earnhardt Sr.
No.
Let's say overcoming adversity. Overcoming.
Okay, so when you... No, well, that's really... Okay. That's what you want. Okay, so when you sub up to him, just tell him that you overcome your fear of signing up for his channel.
Your fear of subscribing.
Your fear of subscribing. You've overcome your fear.
Okay.
So thanks, everybody, for watching. Please give us a like. And...
have a fucking good day, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
See ya.